Welcome back to another episode of the XRP Pod. Today we're going to be jumping into where the markets are heading. I got 4 tokens for you, and I'm joined by none other than Mr. Evan Aldo.
Great to be on. Excited, man.
We are cracking at the XRP Vegas event. You guys don't see this, but we're looking across a wave of people that are eating lunch while we're recording. But don't worry, we're going to get into it. Let's touch on a few points. I want to first hit on something that's happening right now around recession odds. I'm showing a tweet right here, breaks it down. Odds of recession this year, Evan, plummet from 40% to 17%. Are you buying this?
Well, I think that we will come down a little. I think there's not going to be a recession.
Okay,
my view has always been no recession for a couple more years. That's always been my view.
All right, so you feel this could still possibly track into a bull market?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, you're feeling solid about that. Okay, well, that's good. Trump right now, his net worth has exploded. Did you hear this? $6.5 billion. It's tripled since he took office. He was at $2.3 billion. And it's all crypto.
Sell signal.
Sell signal. Sell now, boys. Sell now. So let's kick off with a few things I think that are important. And one is the XRP price.
Yeah.
When you look at the XRP chart right now, and you compare this to what's happening in the stock market. Stock market, NASDAQ composite rallied 15% in April. You also had the S&P, another 10.4%, biggest gain since November. Show me the XRP chart. Where do you think this is by end of summer?
Yeah, I mean, end of summer, it could be kind of boring, Paul. Summer's consolidation. I do think when we look at this chart right here, I mean, I think we definitely bottomed, very highly likely in February, that bottom around 110. I do think you may see a bit more of either a triple bottom here, retest to 130, or maybe one more higher low, some situation here. And if we look at this weekly, this is where it lies right now, 116. By the time you may hit it in June, July, 120, I could see that potential higher low. Okay. Does that mean you should try to wait until that point? Not necessarily, because you could be missing the boat. I mean, we definitely could be headed up. I think by end of summer, I mean, it could be pretty sideways during the summer, but I do think you will see a better, trajectory, something like this. And then into, if we kind of map this out, maybe August, 160. And I'm looking at by end of year, hopefully $2 potentially.
All right, so potentially there. If there was an entry point right now on XRP, where do you think it would be? If you look back at the April low right there was setting at about $1.31. Where would you say would be a good DCA for XRP right now?
Right now is fine. If you got I would DCA from now until July, April, July, August, end of summer,
All right, let's take a look at Ethereum, because this is another one that's been moving up really since March. It's up really from 1982 in March. It's holding right now at 2,300. Where is ETH by end of summer?
ETH by end of summer, right around $2,000. That's going to be the big point, as you can see right here. So I think we're going to potentially hit that in a month or two. And then after we hit that, towards into the end of the year, I'm looking at 2,700. Okay. It's probably not going to be that quick by end of summer, but probably somewhere between August.
That would be a nice move, I think, for ETH right now. So not a bad buy, really, at 23. But you think we may see a little bit of volatility right now?
The consolidation, crab market,
for sure. All right, let's flip over to Solana. We're going to do 4 tokens today. Solana will be next, then we're going to hit Hedera. But let's go to Solana right now. This thing is breaking down. What's happening?
It's just consolidating. I mean, I would say this is holding up better than a lot of other things. I mean, you look at this drop that we had back in March, now you're doing the same situation. I'm looking at potentially a higher low here, kind of somewhat of a trend line, kind of from this area. So you might be able to eke out $80, but my guess here is that you will go down to probably 77 or 73, some of these areas, but you definitely could have bottomed at this point here in February. And then once you finally break out from this big range that we've been in for a long time, you get a technical target around 115. So I'm looking at that for like probably quarter 4, end of year, that area, that 115.
I like it, 115, quarter 4, end of year on Solana. All right, last one up. Obviously, we want to talk about Hedera. They've been making some pretty big moves. HederaCon is happening next week in Miami along with Consensus. It is possible we could see some announcements. I don't know if that's going to be enough sentiment to really draw down on Hedera right now, but what do you think in terms of Hedera as we look into end of summer?
Hedera looks pretty good, similar to a lot of other things. I know people always say it's like the same TA, but they really look very similar right now. You know, you hit your bottom right here, you know, from February, 7 cents. In all likelihood, I think you're going to maybe hit 8 cents, you know, a higher low is what I'm kind of looking at here.
Okay.
At the moment, I mean, my base case, like everything, is that we're going to consolidate. We're going to see somewhat of a summer sell-off a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Probably something like this, maybe down to 8 cents, that area. And then from there, just like we were looking at on Solana, you have a target that would bring you up to around 12 cents, hopefully later this year. HBAR versus Bitcoin does look pretty good, double bottom from January. So if you can hold this low right here, I would remain pretty optimistic on this.
I like it. I like it. All right, Evan, are you buying anything? Give me one token that you would say, do you like Hype? Do you like Jube? Do you like any of the, maybe Ondo? What are you going after right now?
You know, it's probably, I'm in ETH. It's ETH right now. I just want to see a little bit more momentum, but I'm really getting close to getting into XRP. We are breaking down a little bit on Bitcoin.
Okay.
So a lot of these altcoins are still a little bit risky business, but I want to just see some momentum changes.
I like it.
First.
All right,
So, yeah.
Very cool. All right, guys, you know what we're going to do. We're going to bring this to you and more on the XRP pod. We'll have several videos coming out here from the event. You guys know what to do. Make sure to like and subscribe. We'll catch you later right here on the XRP pod. Take care.